Morning. I am Maryellen Carroll.
Sorry,
Oh,
Director.
sorry.
I'm just going to give a quick message to our reporters, if that's okay.
Please, go ahead.
Sorry about that. Thank you all for joining us today. I just want to give a brief reminder before Director Carroll starts to please keep yourself on mute and turn off your video feed to avoid any distractions. As you're aware, today's press conference includes Director of Emergency Management, Maryellen Carroll, and Dr. Naveena Bobba with the Department of Public Health for questions. You can submit up to 2 questions by chat to me, the moderator. Please submit your questions as clearly as possible and include your name and outlet. Today, we're only discussing and accepting questions regarding air quality, but we'll happily take any other questions offline. Any offline questions can be submitted to dempress@sfgov.org. Thank you and welcome, Director Carroll.
Thank you, Joseph. Good morning, everyone. I'm Maryellen Carroll. I'm the Executive Director for the San Francisco Department of Emergency Management. I'm joined by my colleague, Dr. Naveena Bobba, who is the Deputy Director for the San Francisco Department of Public Health. San Francisco and our region continues to experience poor air quality as a result of the many wildfires that are burning throughout California. We have been very busy over the last few weeks and faced multiple hazards throughout this year in 2020. And our city, as a city, we are prepared to respond to all of the incidents that we continue to face during this time of COVID. In the past 7 days alone, we have dealt with a heat wave, dark skies, continued poor air quality, all the while we are still responding to a global pandemic. Yesterday, we reached purple, which is very unhealthy levels for air quality. And we expect to have this poor air quality today and potentially through the weekend. This means that active youth, adults, and people with respiratory diseases should avoid any activity outdoors. Everyone else, especially children, should avoid any prolonged exposure to the outside or heavy exertion. We recommend to consider moving activities indoors or rescheduling to a time when the air quality is improved. As a result of this poor air quality, San Francisco is taking the following actions. We are activating weather relief centers for people who need temporary respite from the poor air quality. Muni is free today to make sure that people have access to weather relief centers, and information on all of these activities are available on sf72.org. We are offering indoor respite, especially to people who are experiencing homelessness. If you are able to stay within your own home or place of work, we recommend that you stay home. And we want to make sure that our respite centers are available to those that do not have any other options. We have a global, and as a reminder, we are still in a global pandemic and testing is considered an essential activity. However, we are closing our SOMA testing site and the community mobile testing sites in Western Addition and ONI at the request of our community partners. Our Embarcadero site will remain open. The city and our community partners are also coordinating wellness checks on our most vulnerable residents, and that is happening right now. As the city responds, we also ask our residents to take action. We're asking people to stay indoors with windows and doors closed, as this is the best way to protect your health in this air quality event. And if this is not an option for you, the city does have weather relief centers available. We ask you to check on your friends and your family and neighbors, especially older adults, pregnant individuals, children, or people with respiratory illnesses. These folks are susceptible to the elevated air pollution levels and really should take precautions to avoid exposure. We also are asking that people avoid adding additional air pollution by curtailing certain activities such as wood burning, lawn mowing, leaf blowing, driving if you don't need to, barbecuing, and other dust-producing activities. We recommend avoid using hairspray or doing any painting indoors today, and if possible, utilize your stove fan if you're cooking. You can sign up for alerts in your area by texting your zip code to 888-777 or by visiting our website, alertsf.org. The local air quality will vary throughout the day. Sometimes it will go up very quickly and come down. So we will be monitoring this and updating our sites throughout the day and the weekend. So again, we want to remind people that we are still in a global pandemic and COVID-19 is still circulating in our community. If you have to be out, please always wear a face covering, maintain social distance, and frequently clean your hands. San Francisco is prepared for this because we have been doing years of planning and preparation in response to what we've experienced through climate change. We've learned lessons from previous heat waves and air quality emergencies and power outages, and we're putting those lessons to bear now. 2 years ago, after back-to-back years of devastating wildfires and resulting poor air quality, we embarked on a regional effort with each Bay Area city and county, and we are coordinated in our response to poor air quality. The result of this is that we should all be communicating the same health and guidance to all of our residents. I'm very proud of these regional efforts, and I'm so happy that they've laid the groundwork for us to successfully respond in San Francisco. I'm not happy about the fact that we have to do this and that the effects of climate change continue to affect us in this way. But I am appreciative of the collaboration with our neighbors and of the work of the city and county staff. We are also here much better coordinated because of our fight against COVID-19. I'm speaking to you from Moscone South, which is our COVID command center. We've been here for 6 months. Here, we work together every day to overcome the challenges of this global pandemic. And that means that when we have these other challenges that occur, like air quality or heat waves, we're all here together and ready to face those. Finally, please remember that wildfire smoke is very unpredictable. Residents should stay on alert. If you smell smoke, you should stay inside with your windows and doors closed and continue to monitor our website at sf72.org. And again, a reminder to sign up for text alerts from Alert SF by texting your zip code to 888-777. I know that San Franciscans are resilient. I also know San Franciscans are probably tired of being resilient. But we have to continue to take care of each other through this global pandemic and whatever else we may face. I know that no matter what else comes before us as a challenge, that we will get through it together. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Carroll. At this time, we have one question for Dr. Naveena Bobba, and I'll continue to monitor if we have any other questions. Dr. Bobba, whenever you're ready.
Yep, I'm here.
Thank you. From Eve Beatty with Eater San Francisco. Does the department have any guidance for restaurants which are currently open with outdoor dining? Is there any plan to officially shut outdoor dining down during this period of poor air quality?
At this point, there is no plan to shut down outdoor dining, but we are urging our San Francisco residents to stay indoors during this poor air quality. It's the healthiest thing that they can do. If somebody decides they must leave their home to go out for essential activity, they need to bring their face coverings with them. So this is a personal choice, but the recommendation is to stay indoors to protect your health and your lungs.
Thank you. And for Director Carroll, we're going to take one last question from Amy Garant. What are the hours of weather relief centers, and will they be open today through Sunday?
Yes, yes. So we are working to get them open today. The normal hours of operation are 10 a.m. to 5:30. However, please check into sf72.org for the exact hours of operation later today and throughout the weekend.
Thank you, Director, and thank you, Dr. Bobba, for joining us today. That concludes today's press conference. If reporters have any questions today and offline, please email us at dempress@sfgov.org. Thank you. Take care.